I feel like the world's sometimes unhinged. We hear so much negativity, we don't hear our value or our worth.
Something that you do in all of your videos, or
Mhm.
it started at some point in your videos,
Yeah.
and it's just very consistent now, is you'll be doing a video on the top 10 secrets
Mhm.
of the park or of this land or any video that you
Mhm.
might do. But then you just pause in the middle of it and you said, "Hey, I'm going to take a break right now.
Mhm.
And I'm talking to you. I just want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I love you. You might be struggling right now. You might be thinking that," and you look at the camera
Yeah.
and you talk to someone about a specific issue and tell them that you love them, you're grateful for them, they matter,
Yeah.
and to just hang in there.
Yeah.
So, why do you do that?
Yeah.
Don't
S
ever stop doing it. But
You know what? It's interesting. It's so interesting. Well, I'll tell you why I did started doing it. But let me first, I got when I first started doing it, I got a little bit of grief. I got a little embarrassed. I got a little bit of grief. People would make fun of me. They're like, why are you like, why are you doing this? Like, you're whatever. But I had a dad one time, and he pulled me aside at Disneyland, and because of his family, and his son was there, and whatever, and he pulled me aside, and he's like, "You saved my son's life." He's like, he was contemplating suicide, and he was watching a video, and that's what stopped him. He goes, and after I got that, I was like, "I'll never stop." What happened was, I think we've all gone through depression in our life, and I've had some experiences that were so devastating to me that some of them are still hard for me to talk about, but I had a very close person that was attempting suicide, and I got there and found their suicide note, and we thought it was over, and but luckily, they had their cell phone turned off, and their plan was is they were gonna go out to a populated area and then turn the phone on so that we could find their body, and the second they turned the phone on, they were able to they just kept them on the phone, and they were texting, and I was the first one to get there, and I got there, and people don't realize the hole that it would leave in your heart, and I feel like the world's sometimes unhinged. We hear so much negativity, we don't hear our value or our worth, and I want people to know, like, when I'm talking to them, when I'm doing that video, that there are people that are lonely. There are people, their parents who are struggling, who are at a job that they don't find fulfilling at all, and they're like, "Is this worth it? I'm trying so hard to be good parent." There's people who are in relationships that are maybe a bad relationship, or maybe they found out that their significant other is cheating on them, or just devastated by that. I talked to a lot of times students. There's some students who they're trying so hard and they think they're dumb because they failed a test, and so and I worry about those people, and nobody's sitting down, I feel like sometimes, and telling them, "You matter. You make a difference, and you make the world better." And I want them to know that, so that's why I started doing that video, as I try to give a message. And almost every video, I sit down and just tell somebody. I try to sometimes pin it to one particular category of people, or sometimes I try to keep it more broad and open, but I want people to hear that they make the difference, that they mean the world, that the world is better because you're here. And I don't want people to think that, like a suicide or depression, or that they think that's the end. It's not. There are ways that we can combat that, and we can work with that to make people realize that they are valued. Everybody's so valuable. And the world is better because people are in the world and make the world better. They just might not know it yet.